Hey, have you been told that network marketing is all about a numbers game? And have you been trying to play that game and you find it daunting, you find it exhausting, and you're getting nowhere? So it is about a numbers game actually, but I'm here to tell you that it's probably not the kind of numbers game they told you. So I'll be talking about it in this video, and if we haven't met, my name is Zerita. I'm a former struggling network marketer, and I was struggling because I was making all the different mistakes, including playing the wrong numbers game, plus prospecting felt awkward for me, and I was getting nowhere until I found a way to get my ideal prospects to come to me instead, and it changed everything, changed my results, changed how I feel about everything, and I'm sharing this information with you. Here it is now. And so today's video is about a numbers game, and it totally made sense to me. When I first started, I was playing it, I was approaching almost everyone. I was very shy, so I was trying to avoid approaching, say, my certain friends and my colleagues at work and so on. And but I did believe that it's all about the numbers, and it actually is about the numbers, right? However, there is a big difference in the two different numbers games. The one that most likely your upline and company are telling you to do, and the one that I'm gonna tell you about now. So it's one thing to play the numbers game in a sort of a random sort of way, basically approaching, talking to absolutely everyone you know, whether they might be interested, but they might not be interested, and really going through your list, through every single, everybody you know, and everybody your friends and family know, like, you ask for referrals, you ask for their names and contact details of their relatives and other friends and so on. So basically, you approach this number game from the point of view of who you know, who you can reach out to. And this is a very exhausting, very time consuming, and very inefficient way to do that. Besides, because you are the one reaching out to these people, you are the one approaching these people, and you are the one asking them to meet, and you are the one giving the presentation, because that's the only way you know. Very inefficient. It feels awkward. You feel shy. Most of us feel shy doing these things, and most of us just get too tired, burned out, and start procrastinating and just stop doing things. And even if we are very committed, so for example, my upline, she's very committed. She's actually okay-ish in terms of reaching out to people, talking to people, being proactive about making the connections and meeting with them and so on. However, she's run out of her of who she could be talking to. She simply exhausted the list, the immediate list, exhausted the contacts of the friends that she knows, the friends of the friends, of the relatives, and so on. She's almost done with that, and so she just stopped ranking up because of that. Because there's no people to talk to. And so basically this kind of approach, the numbers game that this kind of numbers game that you go through your list, it actually has a limit. It has limitation in terms of how many people you can talk to now. But there is a different numbers game, and you'll see what I mean. It's more effective, it's more efficient, it feels much better. It doesn't feel any salesy. You don't feel any, you don't feel shy, you don't feel awkward doing this numbers game. And it's really not about how many people you know. It's actually about how many people you know you, how many people know you. And because we have internet and because we have social media, it's very easy, it became very easy to play this game. Okay, so back in the day before internet, what would you do? You'd have to probably, okay, maybe you could go to some events, to speak in events and expose yourself to a big number of people, in some gatherings. Maybe one thing. The other option would be probably buying advertising on the radio, on TV, and so on. And you don't want to do that. But now with social media and internet, we can actually play this other numbers game. And that other numbers game is about how many people know you. And basically, you can expose yourself. You can put in front of endless people at a time. Like, for example, you post something and so many people can actually see that. And when you get the momentum going, people start actually finding you. And basically, there is no limit to this kind of numbers game. People will just keep finding you. New and new people keep finding you if you are posting what they want to hear, if your content is targeted. You just keep getting new people, new prospects into your warm market all the time. And it's not like you are reaching out to anyone individually. They are actually coming to you by themselves because you're putting yourself out there, you're putting yourself in front of them, and they start finding you, and then they start connecting with you through other friends and so on, and it just keeps going and it never stops because there are so many people. And all you need to do, you just need to be present and consistent with your content. And now, obviously, by your content, I don't mean those salesy posts from your company, product photos and so on. The content piece is a separate topic, and your content actually needs to be helpful. It needs to resonate with people, with your ideal prospects. But in a nutshell, really, if you are acting that way, if you are coming from the place of service, from the place of helping people, they will start finding you themselves. And you eventually can be in the place where a few people will want to connect with you every single day. And that number might even grow eventually. So remember, it's not about how many people know. It's not about how many people you know. That is a very limited approach. It's about how many people know you. And for you to achieve that, you just need to be present on social media. You need to be posting valuable content, and your ideal prospects are going to find you themselves, and it's the best way. And when you think about it, if you do it that way and people start connecting with you and people are starting to have a conversation with you themselves, you don't have to feel awkward, you don't have to feel shy. In many cases you answer questions, in many cases they're gonna ask you for more information, so you'll give them more information. In many cases, you know, they can ask you for some tips, so you're gonna give them some tips, because that's the best way, the fastest way to build trust, to actually help somebody. But the idea is that it's really switching, you know, flipping your thinking from how many people you know, so making those lists, getting referrals and so on, to how many people know you. Put this in your head. Put this in your head. Really try to think about this. What can you do to get more people to know you? Okay, and I hope you like this video. I hope it was helpful, and if you did, please share it with somebody who might benefit from this, because Facebook is showing organic content like this less and less. And so you know, my videos, my content that I create, it doesn't get exposed to many people. So I always want to ask you if you could, or even show reactions or make comments, you know, because the algorithm works that way, that the more people comment or react, you know, the more Facebook will show this content. So anyway, so thanks very much for watching. And by the way, if you are seriously interested in discovering how to recruit new team members without having to do any dodgy stuff, anything awkward or salesy, I have a piece of information that I call the Shy Networker's Cure, and you can find it at veeznow.com/get cure. So check it out, and I hope it's gonna help you shift your thinking even more. And thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.